Hey there! Remember me? I have a 2v2 Super Turtle on Repository? That's what this map is, right? I'm gonna feel really dumb if it isn't. Anyways, yes, I have a 2v2 Super Turtle with my good friend Pro Mitch, of course. This video was recorded sometime in April, I think. I don't know. It looks like there's a forge and a something. I didn't really get a good look at the combo there, but it doesn't matter because we're super turtling, and I think we had been searching for a few hours before we finally got this game. We're like, we're doing it, I'm doing it. But of course, the thing about this map is it's kind of hard to get veterancy, well, for your chieftain anyway. Tanks and Spartans can still get veterancy, but your chieftain is going to have a rough time getting shot at by sentinels just to get a single rebel base kill. So there's some things that you would have to overcome, but this map is still really fun to turtle on, especially with scarabs, because you basically just sit here on your bases. I'm pretty sure I've already uploaded a video of turtling on this map, but none that were really that recent. And I do still have a bunch of old turtles that I meant to commentate and upload a long time ago, but man, these last few months have just been brutal. Brutal, and I have not had any time to be messing around with YouTube. So, right now I do have some time, I guess, as I am sitting here in front of my computer. And hopefully you can't hear all those fireworks going on outside. It's July 5th! Get with the program. Why would you not have launched them all off yesterday? I mean, what are you doing, man? Then again, there is this store. Uh-oh, Mitch lagged out. We lost. Never mind. I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, some store in Joliet, where I live, that a couple years ago, the 5th of July, that was like 85% off all the fireworks. So maybe that's where they're all coming from. I'm just buying them super cheap and blowing them up. Anyways, so yeah, this is still the very beginning of the game, and we're just messing around with parties here. So let's fast forward to something a little more interesting. Okay, so this is actually not even that far into the future, but Mitch was pushing up into the center here, and look what he found, a whole bunch of sentinels and the Prophet. That Prophet has probably been doing nothing but making these sentinels, and at first Mitch thought he could take them all on, but as you can see, that tank there is taking a lot of damage, and it's probably going to get finished off, and then a super sentinel starts stunning his other tank. So, will Mitch escape? Yeah, it does look like he's going to get away, but his Warthog sure isn't. Anyways, I want to use this opportunity to just... in my last few videos, maybe 50% of the comments were people asking, "Where's Mitch? Where is he? I don't know where he is. Where is he?" Well, he's right here, don't you see? He's right here in this game. So there, I answered your question. I don't know, but seriously, don't ask me where Mitch is or what he's doing. I don't know. I'm not Mitch. Why don't you try asking him? You know? You know what I mean? Come on. And seriously, if you ask where Mitch is, I'm gonna get mad at you, so don't do it. Stop it. Oh, and now there's a bunch of Banshees, and Mitch's tank got stunned. Coming down with the clutch mac. Will it be enough to save the tank? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, no. Oh, Mitch loses his tank. And he's... whoop. And my microphone just fell. This is the same microphone that I've been using to commentate every single video that I've ever made on this YouTube channel. And it's falling apart. It's like a clip-on mic where you clip it to your shirt. And the clip has broken a long time ago, so right now I have a piece of electrical tape wrapped around it, and a paper clip that I clip the paper clip to my shirt, and it just fell off. So I'm gonna have to fix that, and be right back once things get a little more interesting. Okay, here we are in the future, and they just got done sending up a group of like 5 sentinels to our base, and our vampires destroyed them, but Mitch was like, I'm getting them out of the middle once and for all, and I try to get a super sentinel out of that. but Mitch Mac blasts it. Oh, even though it doesn't seem to matter because there is a whole bunch of Goss Hogs down there. So I see those Goss Hogs and I'm like, okay, time to make a shield. Which, yeah, you definitely want to have a shield as soon as you see what they're up to. I'm not sure how late into the game this is, but definitely need a shield. And I was going for being risky, pretty risky there to not have a shield there for that long. Then again, it doesn't even look like I have my scarab yet, so it's probably still fairly early. Mitch has a few cobras set up, so we're looking good as long as I get this shield up, because they could always just push on my base with all those Goss Hogs, which it looks like they're doing. Oh, but my shield goes up anyway. The professional shield. However, we do have all of these Goss Hogs now, and all I really have is my chieftain. It looks like I'm saving up for my scarab right now. So I don't really want to waste any money vortexing, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. I do have vampires to help with these banshees. Oh! Did I recall in time? It looks like I did. Not that it really matters, because my chieftain doesn't have any veterancy to begin with. But Mitch is going to come down here with his tanks and Wolverines to help clear out these Goss Hogs, but there sure is a lot of them. Fortunately, some of them are coming up to the north side of my base, and Mitch's Cobras can start shooting at them now. It looks like as long as I keep my engineers on the tanks, there is some Super Sentinel action going on here, stunning Mitch's tank there. But it doesn't matter because we have plenty of vampires and Wolverines, and the engineers will keep that tank alive, even though all of those Goss Hogs were focusing on it there for a little bit. Looks like the Prophet's gonna get away. Oh, and the Banshees have moved on. Gonna have to get... Oh no, Mitch lost a... I don't know what that was. He lost a thing. And I'm starting my Scarab now, so... They attacked pretty... before my Scarab was ready, but Mitch was able to carry the team to victory there. And I have a whole bunch of engineers up here just in case they would have pushed up there. But it doesn't seem like they did. And my chieftain can come back and get healed now. The chieftain is, he's not as invincible as he is on other maps. What am I doing here? Scroll speed? Oh. I guess I was scrolling too fast. Too fast for my own good. Couldn't quite keep up with the action. And, okay. So I'm going to get reinforcements, and I'll be right back once they attack again. Hopefully with something a little more exciting than Goss Hogs and a few Banshees. Okay, in the future, I foresee an attack on this base, which, as you can see, me and Mitch have just got done playing musical bases. I just lost my north expansion there, so we knew they were coming down here with a whole bunch of tanks and a whole bunch of hunters. So, my Scarab is here, and I'm going to need to stop saying so much for one. Sorry. And I'm going to need to get my engineers up here, just in case all those hunters come up, which it actually looks like they're running away. Okay. And there's the Prophet, which Mitch is going to back blast again. I was watching in the fast motion, and Mitch has already macked that Prophet like 4 times now. As whenever it showed up at my north base, it would just start cleansing my base, and as soon as it started cleansing, Mitch would mac blast it. And there goes another mac blast. That Prophet. Oh man. Some funny stuff. So I thought they were going to attack there, which it looks like they aren't. Okay. Alright then. I guess we just have to play the waiting game, which is what a Super Turtle is all about. They think that we're going to break and start attacking them. They are mistaken. Mistaken! And this is just going to give me more time to set up my turrets. And it looks like Mitch is going to have to move that Cobra. Hey bro, you're going to have to move that Cobra for me, so I can make another building.
I didn't hear what you said. I was making a voice. Turret improved. Turret improved.
Okay, well, I guess they aren't going to attack now, so I will let you know as soon as they do.
Turret improved.
Okay, about 10 minutes later, they just sent in their Prophet another 2 times to get killed, or get stasis, and then he recalled, and now they're finally pushing up with those hunters that were there. like 15 minutes ago. And they're all pushing into my north base here, which is nothing my Scarab can't handle. Unfortunately, Mitch is going to lose a couple of Cobras, and it doesn't look like I'm going for any veterancy. I'm just going to vortex everything. It's not really worth trying to get your chieftain veteranized up, because, you know, even at 1 star, they're still just going to canister him with all full pop of tanks, and he is going to die. Well, they D-bomb anyway, so I guess I can use my hammer for a little while. Gonna have to turn around and start shooting at that Prophet before he starts cleansing me, although I am in the D-bomb, so I guess I was safe. But still, just the satisfaction of killing that damn Prophet is so annoying. But I suppose as far as annoying leaders in Super Turtles, they're all pretty annoying, actually. Arbiters turning invisible and dropping a whole bunch of suicide grunts in your base. I get he's probably the worst one to deal with. Oh, and my chieftain's dead. Oh well, that's gonna happen. Chieftains will be lost. But the Scarab, he's what you want to keep alive, because you can get a lot of stars on your Scarab here, since you can put them on that wall and you can run them away very easily, and you can shoot through the base sometimes while they're trying to shoot your shield. So, very good map to use Scarabs on. All the orange tanks are up at the north side of my base. You'll see I have 3 shields. You might even want to have a 4th if you have a whole bunch of money and can support it, just because you can see how long it's taking them to get through the shield and how they weren't really focusing on my Scarab while it just tears them all apart. That's what you want to have happen. So while this is all going on, you still want to have at least 5 engineers on the south base. At least have 5 engineers on the other base, just in case they try to do something sneaky. And look at my big dumb Scarab down there doing the twist. There's a bug on my monitor. Squish. It's dead. Anyways. Okay, looks like all of the tanks are dead. Mitch didn't lose any of his Spartan tanks, which is good, because we're going to need veterancy on them for sure. And my Scarab is still alive. I did lose the chieftain, but hey, chieftains will be lost, like I said. And it's back to the drawing board for orange and teal. Let's see what they bring next. The future is now. And my scout engineer here just saw the Prophet and orange unit, looked like a Cobra, coming here to the south side. So I'm going to have to get my Scarab down here and be ready to fight off what looked like a Cobra. We've been seeing Cobras posting down in the tree line, down on the lower level there. My chieftain's just been vortexing them away until they all started running away. And so now we're pretty sure that they're all here on the south end, which I'm going to poke in there with my Scarab, see what's going on. What's going on up here? Oh, it looks like Cobra just shot at my shield there. So my Scarab's going to start going to work. If you want your Scarab to get his max range going, you could always just send an engineer over there and he can shoot from much further away than he can actually see. But here come the hunters. First things first, let's get that Prophet stasis before he starts. Oh yeah, that's a lot of hunter beams there, so I'm going to call in all of the engineers, since I know orange is already here and teal's already here, so probably won't need any engineers at the north end there. And here's what I'm talking about with the Scarab. He can easily just walk down the cliff if he needs to escape or anything, if he's taking too much fire, which he is taking an awful lot, but just like King Leonidas in the 300, all of the hunters can't surround him because the base is in the way, so a lot of them end up actually shooting at the base, and of course they all can't come in at once, so you're really only getting shot at by 5 or 6 hunters at a time, which is still a lot, but as long as you have enough engineers, then you should be able to survive it. Here comes the Prophet, actually. You do not want him cleansing down your engineers, or your Scarab for that matter, but, oh, I'm in a D-bomb anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm still going to turn around and start shooting at him, because he's worth a lot of veterancy if you can manage to blow him up. Oh, a bunch of tanks are pushing up through the middle ramp there, but they run into Mitch's Cobras and turn around. Looks like they were coming down to try and get my Scarab, but no sir. I walk right back up that mountain. Look at my turrets going to work. Those anti-vehicle turrets, man, they don't mess around. My chieftain is in a D-bomb, which is not good. You know, I want to at least try to get a star on him if I can. Just make him that much harder to kill. Here's the Prophet again. It looks like all of these tanks are just sitting here at the lower end of the mountain, which Mitch foolishly moved his tanks into. I don't even think he meant to do that, actually. But he's going to be able to escape, fortunately for him. Do have that Prophet's... Oh, I thought he was trapped in the D-bomb, but the D-bomb finally wore off, and he can recall if he does. Still, oh, there's another D-bomb. Looks like he's not going anywhere. This guy's lost a lot of Prophets this game. So at least I've still only lost the one chieftain. So maybe I can get a star on him. Does he have a star? Like I was saying earlier when he's purple. It doesn't look like it. I can kind of see the number. I have a small preview screen. I'm still just using Windows Movie Maker. I've actually had Sony Vegas Pro. I downloaded that, but I didn't like it as much. It was too complicated. Which, I mean, it wasn't anything I couldn't figure out, but it was just overly complicated, you know? I suppose if you want to have fancy intros or text in your video or outros and stuff like that, then Vegas would be the way to go, but I just put in the video and I talk, that's it. So, really all I need is Movie Maker. I'm still running a Windows Vista machine, by the way, which is still a nightmare, but I don't really have the funds to be able to change that, so at least it's still a functioning PC, am I right? Okay. Oh, I have a star on my scarab now. I can see it with all that green there, so that's good. The scarabs are getting veteranized. I still have my engineers up there, and I put out that little scout engineer so we can always know what end they're attacking from. So, looks like we will just have to play the waiting game a little bit longer and see what happens next. Oh, well, not even 10 seconds later, here comes some more hunters. Try and take down my scarab. That is an awful lot of hunters. There is a carpet bomb on my scarab. They see that star and they want to take that away from me. That's not very nice. So we're going to have to get the vampires in there. Oh, there goes the super mech, just devastating most of those hunters. Prophet recalls. He'll be back though. They always come back. Now the hunters kind of don't know what to do anymore. The big dumb scarab has run away. He's coming back, and I'm just going to hug that wall just in case I have to escape. And also, I'm sure you've noticed, as long as you're on that wall, you can leave enough room for your teammates' tanks to come in, which it actually looks like... Oh, can they fit through? I don't know. Looks like they can fit through, yeah. Because normally your scarab's going to be in the way, and your friend's tanks can't come in. But as long as you just hug that wall, then, what was I zooming in on there? Oh, it looks like the shield isn't showing up on my summit there. That happens sometimes. I'm not really sure if that means anything or does anything, but... Oh, will that Prophet die? Dead Prophet. What was that one guy's gamer tag? Die Prophet 10. I think we've killed 10 Prophets so far. I don't know. Oh, and Mitch is just going to call in the Pelican to get his tanks out of there. And here come the orange tanks trying to shoot my scarab down from the wall. Which it looks like they can just shoot my engineers, which isn't very nice. But my scarab can shoot them, so I win. Die. So are those tanks going to push up from the south end now? It does. Certainly looks like it. That's another good thing about turtling on this map. You can usually see the attack long before it happens just by having a little engineer scout out there. And, Mitch, what were you thinking? Mitch goes right in there and loses his tank. I mean, you see how Calm Banana always rushes on in there with his Arbiter to try and get veterans. See, Mitch does the same thing with his tanks, man. There's no regard for safety or reason. Just doesn't even care. No fear. Goes in there. And oftentimes, well, actually not often enough. Normally it pays off for him and he gets a ton of veterancy. But whenever I try to do it, however, that's usually what happens. There's either a big wall of gremlins or a big wall of cobras, or I get cryo-bombed and a bunch of hawks show up. Any number of terrible things can happen when you try to do things like that. So you gotta be careful. I mean, it does pay off if you get extra veterancy, but it's dangerous. And you could lose all of your veterancy all at once. So be careful out there. Anyways, Cobras obviously can't move up very quickly, so let's see what they bring up next.
Yes, we're moving.
Oh no! Not even a minute later, Teal is pushing up on the north base now with another maximum population of hunters. And the Prophet is here. I'm going to stasis him though just to make him recall, or maybe he'll stick around and die. Which is going to flash that Mac Blast. But he's not actually going to drop it, of course. Then again, he has Mac'd a lot of Prophets. And that would be a funny way to do it. But it would probably be smarter to Mac these Hunters or the Cobras and Tanks whenever they decide to push up. Oh, he's going to drop it on the Hunters and wipe half of the population out. Just like that. And all of these Hunters are just getting dealt with. And here come the Tanks up through the middle, but once again, Mitch's Cobras are still there. Orange must have forgotten about them, and all of the Hunters are already dead, so it's time to bring the Scarab over to this action right here. Looks like a bunch of power turret tanks. A couple of Cobras are going to die, but you know, that happens. You will lose Cobras, and you will lose Chieftains. There's the Prophet again, being annoying. He exists only to annoy. And there's still a few Hunters back here trying to pick off some Cobras. We can't let that happen, though. I think that's a 2-star Scarab now. Did I see that correctly? I think it is. If it isn't, I apologize. But it looks like it is. There is a moth in here now. Ugh. Thing is enormous. Ew. It's just bonking into my light. It's annoying. But whatever, they only live for a single night anyway. It will die, just like all of those Hunters did. And it looks like that push was snuffed out rather easily. However, Orange still has all of those Cobras, which I just I don't understand why they make them. Of course, Mitch fell for it. So I guess those Cobras did pay off. It did kill one of Mitch's Spartan tanks. But in the end, those things are really not doing anything for them. And they could have used all that population for a vulture or some hornets or something, you know? Instead, they're just a bunch of Cobras sitting there by their base. And there are a lot of parrots on screen right now. You see that? Bunch of parrots. Anyways, looks like nothing's going on now, so let's fast forward. Okay, and here's what I was talking about with them setting up Cobras down there by the trees there. I'm not sure if they can actually shoot you from down there. I think they can. But I haven't been shot by them yet, I don't think. But yeah, I just see those Cobras down there and, you know, I can vortex them, so that's what I choose to do. And oh boy, here come the vampires to try and counter our engineers. But little do they seem to realize I also have vampires. Maybe not as many as them, but most of them are just going to be going after my engineers. Oh, there goes another super Mac Blast. Oh, I think he tried to hit the Prophet with that, and it didn't quite kill him, but the Wolverine down there did manage to finish him off. And I'm vortexing everything. Oh, I thought I would kill all those Hunters. Which, is my Scarab low on health? No, he actually has a lot of health. That was a vampire's health bar getting in the way, making me scared. No, the Scarab is doing just fine. Orange didn't push up with anything. He's probably just sitting back with those Cobras still. And I think my Chieftain has a star now, so things are going pretty well, actually. Thank you very much. Had Orange come in to help, then things may have turned out differently, but it looks like Teal's just the one-man wolf pack right now. I kind of want to see if those Cobras are still down there. I don't know. Yeah, that was just a pitiful attempt to break through the turtle shell by Teal, thinking that he could throw in a few vampires and that would seal the deal. Nope. Sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that. Get a little more creative.
We're going.
Nope, those cobras are just nowhere to be found, and neither are Orange's units, so... Teal jumped to the gun. He didn't wait for reinforcements. He blew it. Anyways. Let's skip ahead. See if they push at the same time next time. So this is about the hour mark, the 1 hour mark, and Mitch was mentioning that this guy talks about Halo Wars 2 in his bio or something like that. There is no way I can read that right now on this small screen. I kind of can. I'm ready for Halo Wars 2. Yeah. Mitch recently made a video, so did Topher, talking about a possibility for Halo Wars 2, which it does kind of sound like that's in the works, but I'm not sure how excited I am about it. For one thing, 343 is the company that's going to be making it, and I don't know. Ensemble Studios, you know, is the one that made this game, and they're tried and true. They made the Age of Empires series. They made some other games too, but that's the ones that I mostly know them for. So this game was in good hands, and it was built from the ground up for console. So, you know, they did a good job. I'm just not sure how good of a job 343 would be able to do, and I don't know. I'm just not sure how excited I would be for Halo Wars 2, because that would, if they make a new one, I'm sure they would put it on Xbox One only, or something like that. And I don't want to get an Xbox One, honestly. Not at all. I don't want to get a PS4 either. I just want to keep upgrading the PC and stick with the Nintendo. Because basically anything coming out for Xbox One and PS4 is probably also going to come out for PC. If not immediately, then eventually. And Nintendo, of course, has all its Nintendo exclusives, so I already got that covered. But anyways, that's just my opinion, just throwing in my 2 cents there. And it looks like nothing's going on, so I am going to fast forward to something more exciting, like those macaws flying by, or parrots, or whatever they are. Okay, it is now the future, and looks like Teal has switched up from the hunters and is now pushing with 2 scarabs, which can be very scary. 2 scarabs and 10 engineers, that is not something that's fun to deal with. And grizzlies, oh, I just now remembered that orange guy is Forge, and he spent up to an hour of this game without getting grizzlies. But I guess he finally cracked and decided to get grizzlies. Oh, joke's on you, buddy. You just made your tanks that much easier to kill. So I'm going to get the vortex going, and here comes Mitch's super Mac. And once I explode that vortex, that other scarab will be dead. Get messed up. Get messed up. So now all Teal has is the Prophet, and everything else is dead. So my scarab now, oh boy, he's walking into a very dangerous area. All those footballs smashing into his armor, so he's going to have to get back to his wall and be safe. My chieftain's going to work now. I haven't lost my chieftain yet since the first time I lost him, so I still have that star. Oh, Prophet's back. Gonna have to stasis him. Is there a D-bomb down there? No, there isn't. He's actually cleansing my vampires right now. No, sir. It's stasis. It's stasis and needled. So yeah, this orange guy actually got grizzlies for this attack. I was about to say, I just noticed this Forge guy hasn't gotten a power turret yet, but yeah, I completely forgot he was Forged. Now he's got grizzlies. So I'm not sure what changed his mind, because obviously he must have known that power turrets are more effective than grizzlies if he waited this long to get the upgrade. I don't know. Whatever. Looks like all these cobras are shooting at my base, so I'm going to move my scarab up into there and see what he can do. Mitch is keeping an eye on the health for me. Looks like I'm doing just fine. Those engineers are trying in vain to keep these cobras alive. He just doesn't have enough. Oh, the Prophet's coming back to try to cleanse me. Nothing doing, Buster. My vampires are right here, ready to stop him. Well, actually, it looks like he's still cleansing me. What the fuck? Come on, vampires. Why ain't you stasising them? There we go. Okay, so now the Prophet is trapped and he is not going anywhere. And those scarabs are dead, the engineers are dead, all the cobras are dead, and all the grizzlies are dead. So, back to the drawing board, eh, boys? Gonna have to figure out something a little more clever than that. 2 scarabs and 10 engineers can be pretty scary to deal with, but we've got the Mac Blast, we've got the Vortex, and we've got the 2-star scarab. I'm not sure how much veterancy Mitch's tanks have because he's green, and that blends right in with the background there. I can't really see. So, there's actually only like 5 minutes left in the recording here, so I don't exactly remember if they attack again or if they just end up quitting in a couple minutes here. So I do have a lot of old turtles that I still need to upload because they're just taking up hard drive space at this point. I've been downloading a lot of movies and TV shows, so I do want to clear up that hard drive space. But as I was saying earlier, there's just a lot on my plate right now. A lot of stuff that's all happening at once here, and I don't know, I need to be in the right mood to make commentaries and stuff like that. And I need to not be busy, which I'm not really going to go into details with all the crap that's just swamping me right now, but there's a lot on my plate. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, and it looks like they've thrown in the towel, so thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next Super Turtle. Oh, this is an awful long freeze, isn't it, Mitch? 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 No! No! Oh no! Well, looks like they went back to the drawing board and figured out, well, if we can't push through their defenses, we'll just lag out the host. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely that this game is this old and you can still get host booted? Let me just go out and say, Mitch does not lag out. Unless some sort of outside force that he knows about, like if his cat bonks his modem or something like that. Or something dumb like that happens. Mitch doesn't just randomly lag out too often. And I mean, right as soon as he lags out, they push up. I don't know. It just seems a little fishy to me. But I'm going to stick in and see if I can't kill these 2 scarabs. I'm just going to start vortexing this one down. And that scarab goes down hard. The Prophet's cleansing me. Oh boy. What a disaster. So, that is unfortunate, you know, but that's just the name of the game. You get lagged out, and then they push up. Get messed up. Getting messed up bad right now. Well, actually, it doesn't look like I'm getting messed up bad at all. My scarab is pulling through, it seems, and he's going to finish off this other teal scarab. And then there's just a bunch of wolverines and cobras. Oh, the clutch heal. Not gonna work. It's Woody. Thought you were good at this game. Thought you were ready for Halo Wars 2. Yeah. And yeah, after that lag out, Mitch was done, because we had been playing for a few hours before this game and trying to get a turtle and just never getting one. Or if we started turtling, it would last like 30 minutes and then they would quit with the first attack. That's always super annoying. But it looks like there's just this one cobra left, so hey, maybe we can keep going. Although I guess I already spoiled the fact that there's only about another minute left in the recording, because I think a bunch of grizzlies push up from the north here, and I just throw in the towel. I'm thinking about getting that 3rd base and, you know, trying to hold out for as long as I can, but this game's really only fun to play with friends for me, you know. I don't really like playing by myself. Yep, there's a bunch of grizzlies, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. You guys suck. Couldn't beat us legit, so you gotta hit the host booter. Eh? Eh? Hmm? I don't know if they actually lagged this out, but I don't know. It just seems suspicious to me. But anyways, that is another turtle done, and I do have about 5 more to upload. I haven't recorded any recent ones, but these old ones are, I mean, I've kept them around on my hard drive for a reason, so you'll want to see them. And anyways, that's it. So goodbye. Happy 4th of July, even though it's the 5th. So whatever. Goodbye.